Uganda celebrates Women's Day with the rest of the world on 8th March 2025, a day that originates from the struggle by women for social change and also to be able to participate on equal terms with men in social, political and economic aspects. Women come together to celebrate the struggle for gender equality and empowerment. And of course, they need to register gains and ways of encouragement that they have been able to participate in so many aspects. And of course, so many women that are ordinary have played a very extraordinary role in these terms of communities and of course, different countries. Today, we are here at St. Joseph Girls Secondary School in Nsambya that also recognizes this memorable day. The school was formally introduced in 1967 by the Little Sisters of St. Francis. I am Jameo Nachiranda and I welcome you to the Education Forum show where we go into trends and developments within the education sector. Welcome. I am privileged to be joined by Sister, or you can call her the head teacher of St. Joseph Girls Secondary School here in Nsambya. We are celebrating Women this year, 2025, and she is going to introduce herself and tell us why women should be celebrated. How are you, Sister?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm good.
Yes, I am Sister Dr. Mary Justine Bazarama Namaganda, and I'm the new head teacher of St. Joseph's Girls SS in Zambia.
Okay.
St. Joseph's Girls in Zambia is a Catholic-founded school that brings out a woman, if I could say. It was founded in 1967, and as we talk about a woman, this brings a lot of joy and happiness to me as we speak about a woman. And as you said, why should this be celebrated?
Why should we be celebrated?
Yes, it should be celebrated because a woman is so special in the whole world. Women are makers of things. Women are drivers of things. That in an organization where there is no woman, you'll find something missing, starting from small things.
Yes.
Cleanliness, orderliness, very many things. So a woman should be celebrated in all aspects. And then when we go into the academia, when we go into politics, when we go into medical, when we go into government, it says it all. Where there is a touch of a woman, it speaks volume.
So we should definitely be celebrated.
We should celebrate.
All right, that is good. So you mentioned from 1967.
Correct.
That is a very long time, over 5 decades.
Exactly.
Wow. So that means that this is one of the strongest traditional schools.
Correct.
A Catholic-founded organization or school, actually.
Yeah.
Do you think you can give us a brief history about St. Joseph Girls?
Yeah. St. Joseph's Girls SS Zambia I can say it is a Catholic-founded private school that was founded or was started in January 1967 by the Little Sisters of St. Francis, and up to date, the administrators are Little Sisters of St. Francis.
Okay.
Yes. It is a girls' O and A level. Can I say boarding?
Yes.
Yeah. And located in Kampala off Gaba Road in Makerere Division, Kampala District. And the idea to start this school was to because of the issue that was around where girls were neglected. When Mother Kevin came on board, she saw the need of a girl to attain education.
Yes.
And in that case, to nurture this girl child to be able to do what people think girls can't do, and through that empowering her. So we started off on that note, and based on what she put in at the beginning, we are still standing strong. Yes. And it began with a small number. It may not be so exact.
Yes.
And right now we are many, the girls are many, and we stick to the vision of the school, or the vision of the school, where we build a legacy of excellence in imparting to the girl child an all-round education.
Okay.
Yeah, so when a girl comes here, it is not all about education, but we go into the aspects of skilling, such that by the time the girl finishes her stay here,
Yes.
she becomes an independent person out there. So the education they get is all round. Yeah. And we look at the excellence in doing everything. And we not only look at the vision, we also go up to the mission, where this girl comes out as a virtuous girl, aiming at doing what is right, of course, with the aspect of God-fearing. So it
Yes.
has to be a God-fearing, because everything that we do, God has to come first.
Oh, that's good.
And we need God-fearing citizens out there that will acknowledge God as their Savior, and will acknowledge God as their creator. We also look at the integrity of women. Integrity is quite key, because women today, if you are not a person of integrity, then whatever you are doing, it becomes substandard. And then we also look at the mothers of the nation. So putting all those aspects together, then this woman comes out as a all-round woman.
So if one is off, then it's not a full group.
No. You're not God-fearing. You're not a woman of integrity, and you are not a woman that builds the nation. Then it becomes quite challenging. Yeah.
So do you think over the years now, over 5 decades since 1967, do you think the school is still serving its purpose?
Exactly. Actually, it is even beyond, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, it is beyond, because we have brought on various programs that were not in place initially, that are really trimming our girls. The ICT aspect, the skilling aspect. Actually, leave alone the other operation of the old curriculum,
Yes.
where it was all about theory. Today, a girl stands out as a girl. She can speak. Not only speaking, she's bright up there. When she comes to the community, she can easily fit into the community because of that independence as a woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
So as a woman, we are having so many issues that come with us, emotionally, all that, different characters.
Yes.
How are you able to foster sisterhood in this environment of all girls?
Now, one thing I tell my girls, that all these girls you are seeing around are your sisters. And these are going to be your sisters for the rest of your lives, okay? So what happens here, I have created that aspect of sisterhood, just even by mere presence of each other. And I have also taught girls that it is not bad to have emotions, but the only way that comes out is how to handle them. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to be angry.
Emotions can change at a certain point.
It is okay to be happy, but how do you handle those?
Yeah.
So again, that brings in the sisterhood, because if I'm not able to handle my emotions, then that means they are going to escalate, and I'll behave differently among my sisters. Yes. So I have always told them that. And we actually, it is something that every staff member talks about. It is okay, but the way you handle your emotions is very key, and to fit into the society.
Yeah. So when it comes to personal growth as a lady, and of course character development, you're going to break down how you're able to handle this before we go for the academic bit of it.
Okay.
Because this is a woman, before anything, emotions first driving, before
Exactly.
anything. So how are you able to make sure that they mature up faster and react positively to certain aspects in the environment?
Now we receive girls, let me give an example of girls that have come from senior one, from P7. They come, when they're in primary, they are the big girls.
Yes.
But when they come here,
The
they are
the youngest.
ones, yes.
Yes.
So what happens here is, first of all, we teach them to have what we call self-confidence, that self-esteem, to stand out. And with that, so we begin from actually the S1s. take the lead, even leading mass.
Yeah.
That independence starts right away. We may guide them maybe for 2 weeks. Then after the 2 weeks, they take charge of themselves. They have class captains. They have a dormitory, what I would say dormitory mistresses. They have security, mentors. So it is all around. We have chapel counselors, and this starts right away from S1. So we teach them to be independent. We teach them to be confident. We teach them to have that self-esteem in whatever they are doing. And this kind of brings out, shapes them. Even when it comes to giving responsibilities, we have different clubs here, regardless of whether you're in S6 or S5, as long as you have what it takes, you can take on the leadership. Okay, so it begins from the time they step into the school. But as you know, some characters, some girls are so quiet. So you'll find that those ones that are really docile, they'll come out. Those ones that are quiet, they will stay. They will stay quiet. Yes. But that alone gives them the zeal to come up, the zeal to stand out as ladies, and they go on developing that. By the time they come to S4, they are fine. Yes.
So, okay, that is very good. Cases of misconceptions, levels of criticisms, so many in schools. And you know, for us girls, when you see someone trying to attack you, you also want to fight back. Or things, sometimes we do it in a wrong way, but we think that we are defending ourselves. So how are you able to contain them so that they don't go out of line?
Now here we have rules and regulations. You talked about maybe bullying or whatever.
Yeah, bullying, yes.
Now we have here strict rules and regulations about that. So any girl that is caught bullying the other, or any girl that is caught disrespecting the other, if you are caught, you know, sometimes they may do that
and some might fear to report.
But those ones that are caught, action is taken, and they are warned sternly before the rest of the girls. So it is not something that someone will proudly do. If they have to do it, they of course automatically they will do it hiding. But we have encouraged them not to go to the extremes. And you know, what may bring about the bullying. In our case, we have some, you would expect that S1s would be small bodied, small bodied.
Yes, definitely.
But then we have S1s that come when they are really big. So a tendency of bullying those may come in, but we have talked to these girls and they know. So whoever is caught,
they know the consequences.
Exactly.
All right. Yes. So students come from different backgrounds.
Correct.
We think differently. I might come from maybe a different tribe, religion, depending. Because I'm sure even though it is a Catholic school, there must be Muslims there.
Exactly.
Right? So how are you able to make sure that they tolerate each other? So I use the word tolerate because I might come when I'm tribalistic. I don't want from the Western. I don't talk to the Eastern side. Things like that. But
now,
how do you make sure?
That becomes a little tricky because we have what we call the personality as an individual. So, but for us here, despite your religion, we follow what is guided by this institution. For instance, when it is time for mass, all of us have to fall under suit. Whether you're a Protestant or Muslim or
doesn't this affect the Muslims comment?
We have never had any comments, but we do not have any arrangement for other religions. So it is written, it's very clear. So
by the time a parent comes,
exactly,
they know.
They are ready to abide. So that's why we do not hear such cases of people complaining or what. And by the way, for your information, much as we bring in the largest number of Catholics, you may find that the ones that we shall get off board will be Catholics, not even these ones of maybe the Protestants.
Yeah,
but when it comes to religion, all of us have to fall under suit. Time for mass is time for mass. Time for rosary is time for rosary. Whether you are actually, if you're Muslim, you have to just learn how to make the sign of the cross and recite the rosary. And then to follow other religious activities. Now, today we are going for the way of the cross.
Yes.
We are into the Lenten period, and on every Friday we take around the cross, the way of the cross.
Okay.
So we don't separate whether you are Catholic or Protestant or born again. That is the program on the school timetable. So from that time to when it will end, it is strictly way of the cross. So somehow these girls, when they come, they have to just
Abide
Yeah,
and just
everything.
follow. Okay.
So that is not common. But as I've told you, something may be there, but when it is not, we don't see it. Yeah. You cannot say that it is not there, but all those that are got are dealt with. But this is straight. It come, people are aware of it. That when you come here, you have to abide by what the rules and
Have to
regulations.
say.
And in this line, the religious activities have to be respected.
Okay. Do you have examples of special case kids, special case children? Let's say the lame, the deaf. How are you able to?
We actually, during our observations, we realized that we have just a few. Actually, we are going to register. We are going to enable to register. But initially, we didn't have children that had
Such cases.
Such cases, no. Apart from one case in S5, actually she's in S6 right now. She's okay, she's normal, but I think she was involved in an accident.
Okay.
And she lost her arm. Yeah. So, but she's slow in writing.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't have issues of blindness. If blindness is there, it is at
The normal.
no, not normal. It is
specs.
yeah. So the girls are there, but it is, if I would say, 2%. So, but we know that they are too slow when it comes to writing. So we have not given it too much attention.
Yeah.
Although we want to register for those girls at your name, so that they are given ample time, or more than, if they are given 3 hours, then they could be given 4 hours because they are slow.
Because they are slow, yeah.
They are not as quick as the other
others.
girls, but the cases of that of such are really
Minimal.
Yes.
All right. Are there any opportunities the school provides the girls to develop, maybe, or to participate in leadership skills? Because I've been able to interact with a few girls, and they have showed that they have gotten positive energy out of this. Maybe decision making. Are there those cases that?
Yeah.
How has this impacted the others that are looking up to them?
Now, we have what we call the prefectorate body, and these are really, it is a strong group that, okay, just we are behind as teachers, but
Yes.
they are in order to put the school in order. Yes, and they are respected. So for us, what we do as a school is to let them visit other schools and get to know how their leadership is different from the leadership of other girls or boys elsewhere, and what they can emulate. We normally visit those other powerful schools, and they sit down and share experiences, and they get to know how they can perform better. But they are also empowered in such a way that when girls, for instance, when girls are reporting here, those student leaders nail it, I could say.
Yeah.
They are on top of everything. The uniforms on top of it. The ones that give guidance. So they have taken charge of this, and they are really proud of it. They do it passionately. And us, at the end of their tenure, at the end of their term of office, we reward them. We reward them.
Who's
They
the
did not-
best?
Yes, we reward them.
Yeah.
Basing on what they were able to do. Yes.
Okay. So when we're looking at academics, you might be the head teacher, meaning you are the backbone of the whole system. How have the girls been able to perform so far over the years?
The performance has been good. The only change that has come in is this new curriculum, where we registered all students passed.
Okay.
All students passed. That
Yes.
was it.
Yes.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say this new curriculum is quite different from what we've been having. Yes, the performance has been good. For instance, if we have 200 and for instance in the last years I could use the last 2 years, 2002 and 2003. For instance, if when we had 251 students would get 89 first grade and just 14 second grade.
Okay.
So this time round, actually that was the same. 2022, there were 253 and 82 first grade and then 16. So when it comes to A-level, all our girls have managed to get courses at the university. Now that has changed quite a bit, because in this case, all students passed. All students,
because of the new curriculum
because
setting.
of the new curriculum setting. Now, when we were recruiting S5s, we were so particular to maintain the standards. We were so particular that at least for someone who is doing sciences, you should have at least 2 S and a B.
So you had certain...
Yeah, we were so particular about that. Then for someone who wants to have an arts combination, at least we were not exceeding the C.
Okay.
And that was just being accommodating. Okay. So we would look at your performance because right now as we speak, 3/4 of senior 5s are doing sciences.
So that means the girls are engaged into sciences more here.
3/4 of the school, actually, when they were introducing themselves to me, those ones that were doing arts were feeling a little small.
I understand.
So 3/4 of the S5s doing sciences.
Okay.
And I would say this is kind of attributed to what they've gone through over the years. It is not like those other years where girls were so afraid of doing sciences. Today, when
things are a little bit different.
They are different, up there, vice versa. The numbers that were in sciences those years now are the numbers that are in art. So this gives an indicator that girls they can manage. So for us to maintain the academic performance, we have made sure that whoever goes for that science subject goes on merit.
Okay.
But the challenge is also with A-level. O-level is quite different from A-level. So that anticipation that because you have an A, you have a B, you can excel, it doesn't work like that. In most cases, some students have failed. They have failed to, so like after first time, they change and go to arts. Yeah. But what I have to say, there is hope. There is hope. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sister. So that means we're looking to more positive impacts from St. Joseph Girls.
Yeah, and we have had the aspect of scaling. So if a girl leaves this school after S4, you do your 4 years.
Yes.
At the end of your S4, it is not only about the knowledge in the books. She will know how to we divide the other skills accordingly. One may know how to make liquid soap, disinfectant, baking a cake, making jewelry, and other things. So at least one will not go the same, I would say. Yes, there is a skill. And you know what makes these girls get the sciences? In chemistry, when we are studying in the theory part, we say you join this chemical with this one and then you get this. Now, when we are making soap over there, reality dawns in. What they've been studying there
is what they
exactly.
Input.
So, they start understanding concepts and they say, you mean this is what they were referring to? And then they make that soap and the combination comes out clearly. And somehow that re-emphasizes what they've studied as theory. So somehow they get into the line.
Thank you so much. That was the head teacher, sister, who has really showed us that so much is to come from St. Joseph Girls. We're celebrating women. Stay tuned. This is the Education Forum. Women are celebrated at all levels. It is why I am here at St. Joseph Girls to find out how the girls are able to engage into this memorable day. Yes, Women's Day is always celebrated every 8th of March. And I'm happy and I'm here with the girls from Joginsa, you can say St. Joseph girls here in Nsambia that are going to share and talk to us a brief about it, because they're girls behind me. It's not they're going to tell me more and of course show me big smiles and I think I'll be going to them. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you for coming. This is a UBC Education Forum show. So, when you hear Women's Day, what comes to your mind?
When I hear Women's Day, what comes to my mind is celebrating the female figure in our lives. It brings empowerment and taking initiative.
All right. Can you introduce yourself? I think I see Chom Hendo Maria.
Yes, my name is Shomhendo Maria Gerardine, and I'm in senior 6 year at Joginsa. Yeah.
She has mentioned empowerment. When you hear empowerment, what do you think about that?
When I hear empowerment, I think about giving a woman the resources she needs to achieve all her dreams and her goals. Like when you set your priorities in life, what do you need? Like when you provide that, you have empowered the woman to achieve all her dreams. Yes.
All right. All her dreams. Do you have certain dreams you would like to tell the viewers?
Yes. I have a dream of becoming a cosmetic surgeon because I have always looked at the way people do not appreciate themselves. They don't have that body positivity. And when you become a cosmetic surgeon, you can help people fix themselves so that they can start to love themselves. Yes.
All right. What is your favorite subject?
Literature because I do Hale strokes of math.
And your name?
I'm Angela Gloria Narana in Senior 6 Humanities.
So, amongst all what you could do or what you could select, why that particularly?
I like literature because it is broad. It teaches me how to debate, how to argue, and it teaches me as a woman what the qualities that a woman needs to be all round. For example, I refer to my school, the school motto, which is Duke in Altum. It talks about aiming higher. And in literature, the books I'm reading, like William Shakespeare wrote a book called Richard III. In that book, we see the king called Richard. He's aiming higher, so me too, I would want to aim higher. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I have seen a few prefects around me, right? Leaders. This is where I think you really need to show that you're a woman of the community or the society, and we're here in school. Okay, I'm seeing the compound sanitation prefect. Can you come closer? Because I think I would like to hear something that you would like to talk about Women's Day.
I'm Lakesha Batresi from 6 Humanities, and I'm the compound sanitation prefect. What I can say about this day is that it's for us to embrace ourselves, the female figure. It's for us to, appreciate ourselves, love ourselves more, and accept to go out forward and let the world embrace us as well.
So in all the prefectorship stands you can go for, why compound?
I picked compound because I love the environment. It's kind of my passion. I'd love to see something organized at all times, and I love nature because it's peaceful.
All right, so many views happening here about Women's Day. All right, a beautiful lady, come close to me. I can see different colors. That means different classes, right? All right, introduce yourself and tell us what you think about Women's Day.
My name is Mugumia Elaine. I'm in Form 4. What I think of Women's Day, it is celebrating women in our society, empowering them to do anything that they want to do, achieving more in society, and showing society that we are more than what they think we are. Because there are many conspiracies, many myths about women, what they can't achieve, what they can't do from back in the day, and it still follows us to this time. So I think Women's Day is just a way of celebrating that, making sure that society knows that we are more than what they think. We as women can do so much and achieve so much than they actually think we can. Yes.
All right, one of you mentioned gender equality, and apparently the motto for this year's Women's Day is called Acceleration to Gender Equality, or for Gender Equality. So when you hear about gender equality, Wanyana Margaret, tell us, what do you think about gender equality?
Well, gender equality is, for me, a very sensitive subject because I've grown up hearing views about boys being better than girls, girls not being good enough. But in my opinion, in Uganda, gender equality is really progressing towards being balanced for both boys and girls because at the moment, our current senior fives, the intake, there are very many girls doing sciences. I myself, I do sciences, I do physics, chemistry, and mathematics. And I think we are going in the right direction as towards having equality in the genders. Yes.
So you all believe that this theory that you can be better than a man?
Yes, I do. I do, we do.
Why are you very strongly believing in that? Why? Can you come here and you tell us why do you think that a woman can be better than a man? Actually, even do better. You feel me?
For a woman, we go through, I'm going to say it proudly, we go through more and much more. For example, we are taken as a slide, we're taken as tools, we're taken as a woman cannot do anything because back then it is a man superior than a woman. But for example, a woman can multitask, she does so much more. Single mothers are all around the world because a man will pregnant a woman and let her go. And we'll be able to survive and we'll be able to raise this child. So a woman has so much, she is so capable of doing so much more. So Women's Day is there to empower women, not only just women, but to empower female ladies and show them that no matter what you're going through or who tells you whatever you can do and you put your mind to it, you're able to do it.
Right. So any other speaker with me? Yes. Can you come close to me? So particularly, she's mentioned about how a woman can be better than a man in all aspects. What is your name and which combination or which class are you in?
My name is Namtewe Brianna Jasper. I'm in senior 4. So I believe a woman can be better than a man because right from the olden days, the 19s, the 18s, there's always been male chauvinism where males think they can be better than us. What they can do, we can do. Right now in our current era and generation, we are seeing ladies being taxi drivers. That was a role considered to be men. We are seeing ladies going for politics, going for leadership, and they're given these posts, and they're probably doing it better than any man could. And I see in the future time to come, ladies are going to be on top. They're going to be given the value they deserve. Yes.
All right, thank you so much. So as St. Joseph Girls, what do you think they have prepared for you to show women empowerment and gender equality in your school?
As St. Joseph's Girls Senior Secondary School in Zambia, they have prepared very, very many things for us. They have taught us very many things. For example, the skilling program, which has helped us to see what a woman can do and what a man cannot do. For example, crocheting. I myself do crocheting, which is a very nice activity, and I don't think most men know how to do that. So yeah, that's all.
Are there any more other activities that you have prepared for us or you as the girls here in the school?
Yes, Joginsa prepares these ladies for everything. We're given leadership, for example. We are trained to be leaders. Let me take for example the head girl. She has the power. She has the empowerment. The entire administration is backing her up with this. So you sit and you make sure that everyone under your government, all of the people you're heading are with you, are one with you. So you're creating future leaders for the future generations, and you're preparing this lady to become something better in her life because she has gained the leadership skills.
Speaking about leadership skills, I'm seeing another one having a post of assistant head prefect or head girl who is really going to tell us why go for this and specifically expose more or tell us more about the Women's Day and what really inspired you to go for this.
Okay, personally, I believe leadership is not all about a state of power, but then I feel it's a responsibility from God, and we have to embrace it. I went for this post because I saw myself capable, I saw the potential in me, and I'm embracing it. Ever since my childhood, I've loved to serve, and that's why I took the initiative to stand out and go for this post. Speaking of leadership, my role model is Her Excellency Dr. Hassan Samia Suluhu, the President of Tanzania. She inspires me so much. I mean, I think she should be an inspiration to like all the women right now that are going into leadership because she has done what, okay, she's leading us to a world where the women are greater than the men. We are doing what back then we thought we couldn't do. There is a saying, women can't do what men can do, but I strongly oppose that, and I feel like women can do what men can do, or even better. And in a few years to come, speaking 5 years to be specific, because I'm not stopping here. I'm the assistant head girl of Joginsa. Next year, I'm coming back to start up from where I've stopped as the head girl. Moving out, I want to run for presidency as well, because I believe we have the potential. I believe we can make it. If they can do it, what is it that they have unique that we do not have? I feel like we have every requirement, every potential. We have all the capability to stand out and be presidents, to be great leaders. Yeah.
Assistant head girl. Your role model?
My role model is Honorable Speaker Anita Mong, because I'm the General Compound Sanitation, and I feel like she's done a lot to try and change Uganda in terms of development, like the way she changes her home area in the north. I feel like I can do that too in Joginsa. We can change the way people treat the compound. People do a lot of littering. We're trying to bring up campaigns where people separate the plastics from the biodegradable materials, so that we can change the way people destroy the environment. And I feel like in the future time to come, I want to be an environmentalist, put more caution in the environment and how it's handled, because this is the only earth we have. Once we destroy it through burning bushes, smoking, biohazards, it's going to break down our ozone layer, increasing levels of global warming and everything. We need to keep it safe. Yes, thank you.
So many future plans, as the girls have told us, and they're showing that they're still continuing with this and more and more. All right, when you look at the future, how do you see yourself in like some 5 years to come as a strong lady, as you'll tell us, How do you feel?
In 5 years to come, I'll be done with my secondary school. I see myself at the university. I see myself as a person who will be outspoken, confident, brave. I feel like I'll be a person who will go for guild president, because the skills that Joginsa has imparted in us, in all the ladies here, they are nurturing us to be better people tomorrow, to be people who will not sit back and not take initiative, people who will not sit back and, like people who will reach out to others.
You can say reach out for the stars.
Yes, people will reach for the sky. Yeah, the sky is not the limit.
Thank you so much. That means so these girls are really empowered, and they are looking forward not to stop here in leadership and also in other roles in the future, as it is an advantage to the women community and strengthening. We are still here, and this is the Education Forum show. Keep it locked. Teachers play a significant role in shaping these girls. Could it be skills? It could be academics, it could be lifestyle, or maybe other aspects, especially when it comes to discipline. Let us meet one of the teachers. As we celebrate women this year, 2025, we are here at St. Joseph Girls in Nsambya, and I'm humbly and happy to be joined by one of the teachers in the school who is in the science department, who will introduce herself and, of course, tell us which subjects she exactly teaches in this all-girls school. How are you?
Hello, hi. Thank you for being here. My name is Brenda Nakapgo. I am a proud old girl of these mighty institutions, and I teach physics, senior 1 up to senior 6. Yeah.
So, we are celebrating women.
Yep.
Particularly.
Yep.
And of course, this shows, because when you look at physics, the subjects you teach,
Yes.
How are you handling this with the girls? I mean, it might be hard, because me, personally, I didn't manage to do physics in my time.
I know. Actually, one of the advantages that I have is that I'm a woman, and when I step in class, I've already mentored them. I'm role modeling them to the discipline, and of course, physics as a science requires an attitude.
Yeah.
So we really need to work on the attitude of the girls to love the subject. So basically, it's working with the attitude and making everything seem simple. And I think using this new curriculum with the technology, the practical approach most of the times, and giving the girls an opportunity to be the ones to seek knowledge and to share what they know. I think that makes it easy to teach the discipline. Yeah.
So with these hard subjects, you know, there in theory outside, people say how boys handle sciences more than girls. But here at Joginsa, it's the vice versa. I've seen so many girls into sciences, actually had time to interact with most of them. And they're doing hard things, biology, BCFN and all that.
Yes, they do.
So how are you able to maintain this environment so that they stick into it and they don't go to the arts world or the arts subjects? It's not that art is bad, but are you able to keep them in class?
Yeah, I actually understand. I think anyone can do anything if they commit to it and they are resilient and they are consistent, they put in extra effort. One of the things I see about our girls is they really show up, okay, and do the work. It's not that the boys are the ones who can do this. They also show up and can do it, you know. There's so many scientists, okay. Even the teachers, when you look at the Department of Science, we have very many ladies. So if we did it and if we keep mentoring them to do it, they show up and do the hard work themselves. It's a matter of showing up and do the extra work. Then you can achieve what they're able to do.
Yes. So, you know, girls, we are very emotional.
That's very true.
We need a very supportive environment.
Yes, that's true.
And when something stings us, we obviously go off most of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
this,
a
yes.
big challenge, actually. Yeah.
So how are you able to make sure she has come with her emotions in class, and then at the same time, you as a teacher, you're supposed to handle this and provide knowledge? How do you come about this?
I think we provide a support team. You know, it's not a matter of academics only. I think one of the joys about our school, we are present in the lives of the girls. We call them ladies in this institution. We show up, we give them time, because if they're not well, we have a counselor, we have sessions here and there. We do life with them, literally, actually. You share, you know, you don't do life alone. I think that's one of my adage. Don't do life alone. We basically go into their lives and find out how they are doing. We have a system in this school, class teachers, house mistresses. We engage actually in their physical lives, okay? That way we can be able to teach the science when we take care of their emotional well-being. Yeah.
So here at Joginsa, or St. Joseph Girls,
Yes.
The students that do sciences more than the students that do arts?
It depends. O level, they are compulsory, okay? But then in A level, they're coming up. We have a big science class, okay, in both 5 and 6, okay? So they are coming up, and it's a joy actually for us to have big science classes, and it's working, yeah. Yes, they are.
So we're still talking about the academics bit of it. When you see these girls coming to class and trying to give their own ideas, how do you make sure to embrace them? And of course, how do you handle the feedback from them, and of course from you to them? Is there some negative issues that come about it, or there's a way you handle it?
Of course, we are not perfect, okay? But if we have a system of feedback, we listen. Actually, we mostly listen to the girls, because you need to support them, give them a support system that enables them to talk freely. With this new curriculum, you definitely know you're studying the learners as you're teaching, and you realize actually this person is not doing well, okay? And then we have a counselor, like I said, the class teachers. Then a child is able to go to a person and find a safe place and discuss her issues, you know? So I think the right kind of support system is available to harness the learning and teaching process in this institution.
Okay.
Yes.
So as a teacher, which methods do you use to assess the students that they are really going to be available for this kind of type of classes for sciences?
Oh, we are available. Actually, we have consultation tables. We have meetings. Actually, we are meant to check on our girls every day, you know, not just in the class environment, even in their private time. We are here. Actually, I sleep around school. The school opens, you're here. The school closes, you're here. So the availability, number one, is what actually supports the girl child. Once they're looking for you, okay, and you're available, they're all over the consultation tables. When someone needs you to talk to you, you make time. You make time for them. Yes. I don't know if that's, I think that's, to me, I pride in that in Joginsa, because we are available, literally. Okay, yeah, and we do life with the girls intentionally.
Yeah. So the girls obviously mentioned about the innovations they've been able to do so far with the new
we have,
curriculum.
yes, definitely. We have science fairs. We have had projects. They have brilliant ideas. I mean, it's so overwhelming. It's so beautiful. Okay, looking at young minds from senior one actually all through senior six, engaging in the project work. Yeah, and now that it's in A level, I'm looking forward to the mighty projects that we're going to do at senior five. Yeah.
So you completely disregard this theory of men being better than women?
No, I don't think so. I do not believe that.
Yeah.
Better is relative. You know, better at what? You know, given the same task, I am teaching the girls and they are passing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can do that, there's nothing like better. Okay. So I think it's not a fair scale to say men are better.
Yeah.
When we show up and put in the extra effort, we can actually deliver just like men deliver. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. Well, that was the science teacher from here at St. Joseph Girls. We're still celebrating women. Discipline and career guidance are one of the key aspects in making a girl child. Let's go into a conversation with the member of staff who is in charge of discipline and career guidance. Discipline is one of the major aspects or values one is supposed to have in order to be well shaped in a community, regardless and how they are shown that they are groomed to be in public. Right now here at St. Joseph Girls, I'm joined by a staff member and a teacher in charge of discipline who is going to introduce herself and of course tell us exactly what she does here at Joginsa. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. My name is Hilda Pesijire, indeed a member of staff.
Yeah.
To be specific, a teacher in the school. I'm also in administration. I'm a deputy head teacher in charge of administration. And in summary, my basic roles are discipline,
Yeah.
and welfare of the students and the general running of the school. Discipline, welfare, and the general running of the school.
Okay. So we are celebrating women.
Yes.
Okay. So what really do you make of this celebration? Because right now you've talked about discipline, well-being, and we are in an all-girls school. What do you make of this day?
Yes, Women's Day, I take it as a great day because we are celebrating a woman. I would put it that way.
Yeah.
A woman in all various aspects of her life. We are celebrating the young women we have in our homes as children, as students. We are celebrating women as mothers. We are celebrating women as entrepreneurs. We are celebrating women in various fields and spheres. Women as politicians. We are generally celebrating the contribution that women make for this country.
Okay. So in this school, St. Joseph Girls, is the day allowed to be celebrated within the school community?
Yes, we do celebrate it. Our priority on that day is to bring in programs which empower these young women that we have in the school. In terms of academics, we bring in people who can share. In terms of academics, we bring in people who can share in terms of discipline and character, building a woman's character, because we look at it as a day for empowering the woman. So the programs are well selected for the day. And even when we feel probably now they are tired of our talks because we talk to them every day, we reach out. We reach out to other fields. We bring other people, counselors to talk to them. We bring people from the science, the students, especially old girls. And they are coming to give their testimonies to these young girls so that they can give them that hope and motivation and inspiration to become great women. And they select themselves in a way that they pick from various fields of life. They come with a businesswoman, They come with a politician, they come with a doctor, they come with an engineer, they come with a mother, a housewife.
Yes.
For all of them to talk to these girls. Yes, that is how we prepare for tomorrow.
All right. So we've had so many stories from different schools. When it comes to girls, you know, we are driven by emotions. So there must be conflicts, bullying, among so many challenges that you're going to tell me and expand more onto that. How are you able to manage these girls to keep in check and maintain discipline regardless of how they're emotionally driven?
Yes, indeed, you are right. There are issues. They are indeed emotionally driven. A small thing like this may hinder a girl from attending a lesson.
Yeah.
Lessons are going on, and she's hiding maybe in a dining. She's hiding somewhere else. The mothers cannot allow her to listen to the teacher and move on with anything. So how do we handle this? I think the first and foremost, we show these girls and daughters of ours that we love them. We love and care for them. That is the first thing we do.
Yeah.
Even when sometimes we do tough love, as mothers sometimes do, but we come back and we say, my daughter, what's happening? Sometimes on one, sometimes meeting smaller groups of them, and sometimes depending on the situation, meeting them stream by stream. We talk about issues that affect them. We let them know why sometimes we act so strict over these issues and the other issues.
Breaking.
But we let them, we let them know that we love and care for them in all that. Ours is just tough love.
Yeah.
But we are mothers, so we talk to them. We talk to them from time to time.
Okay. So I'm mentioning discipline, and of course, you have to create boundaries with these girls. How are you able to maintain this? Because now you're in charge of discipline. That means it is the first priority you're supposed to consider before anything. Remember, these girls are now coming from different backgrounds. Could be low, maybe income earning families, let me put it that way. Could be things are tough at home, and among others. How are you able to maintain them to still finish their studies and don't even drop out?
And don't even drop out. I think first and foremost, I attribute this to God's grace, first and foremost. Then secondly, we take care of these girls. And when you look at my office now in charge of administration, there is a time when I know these are not cases for me to handle. There is a time when I know, I think in this, the girls will confide or feel safer, maybe more with their class teachers than with me. Because remember, I'm in administration.
Yes.
There are times when I feel, I think these ones need a school counselor, and I will recommend accordingly. And where I cannot talk directly to students, then I involve their other mothers, the class teachers, the house mistresses. We say, I think you need to check on these two girls. You need to talk to them. They are not opening up. Maybe there is something that is not right. And we don't do this alone. We involve parents. Maybe apart from in situation where we have small concerns, I don't know, maybe smaller concerns than the usual ones.
Yes.
Students are making noise, they are running up and down. Those ones we may not involve. But a student has not been talking the whole of today. A student is no longer going to the dining. We don't take those for granted.
Yes.
We call the parents and we talk and we see if the parent can talk to the child or even help us to understand.
Their
Because
child.
there is a part that possibly the parent understands better than we do. So we do the talking, we involve the parents at a time when we feel it is necessary. And with these big girls, we can even reach a level of saying, I think you need to go home. The next girl can miss home and she cannot concentrate on anything.
Yes, true.
And some are open. They come and say, no, I just need to talk to my mother. I just need to be home. You just at that time have to be understanding. and you write the gate pass. And you get that. There is no specific reason that has been
But
given.
the emotional,
But you have, yes, that you need to create some emotional kind of balance, and so that when she comes back in school, she's emotionally calm. She can concentrate on studies. She can interact freely with the rest of the students and friends.
So remember, this is a school. That means there is discipline. There's also academic excellence. That is, the two are supposed to rhyme together. So do you take time to sit with maybe staff members and with other teachers to discuss some of the students that are having special cases, maybe in the academics?
Yes, we do. To begin with, to our members of staff, particularly teachers, we provide a list of students without indicating their conditions who have delicate situations, which may be medical, which may be just psychosocial. They may fall in that category, which may be, some people may say this is spiritual. May be spiritual. We usually, at the beginning of the term, we provide the list to the students, handle these students with care. So that even when, teachers are out there, maybe they want to give penalties and punishments, they know there is somebody who is delicate. They handle. And then apart from that, these very students, majorly we talk to them. And we show them that kind of care and love that I guess a mother is supposed to show, to their daughters.
Okay, so there are certain measures I believe you take part of to ensure that these girls are really secured emotionally. Could you mention some of them?
Yes, emotionally they are really secured. Some of them I've already mentioned them. The talks have put them aside. The second one is to involve, we have a professional school counselor. When we realize emotionally our students are not doing well, we refer them to the counselor. But after talking to them, either I talk to them or the senior woman talks to them, and the moment they say, okay, we are ready for a talk, we refer them to the school counselor to talk to them. Then there are those who may be emotionally perturbed. These are mature, they are just our sisters. Relationships, something to do with the relationships. Maybe there was a boyfriend in the holiday. Maybe there was this.
And things didn't go well.
Things did not go well. But when they reach here, they talk. So in many cases, we learn from their friends. And you hear a friend now is coming to tell you, Hilda is no longer eating. What happened? Because they had a boyfriend, and the boyfriend, does no longer want to see him and all that kind of thing. Basically, we counsel. And there are issues we don't relate to parents just like that. And they confide in us, This is a child who has confided in me. Now, I can't just call a parent and say that your daughter has a boyfriend
certain things,
and she has been checked. No. We handle that ourselves as mothers. As teachers, we see who can handle this. And sometimes we've called those young boys who confuse our daughters and we've cancelled them instead. So it is basically that. But of course, generally, when they are in the wrong, we punish like in any other school. Especially when we know that this is self-inflicted, this is by your own decision, it is not beyond your circumstances. We give punishments.
They have to face the consequences at a certain point. Okay.
And then we see them later coming back to us.
For us, in my time, you guys, you were considered to be school parents. Beside our parents, our biological parents. You're considered to be school parents. Can you give our dear viewers some advice, or other educators out there, on how to handle cases like this when it comes to the girls, emotionally driven, and how they should be taken in a certain state?
Thank you so much indeed. Most of what the girl child does has an emotional or psychosocial effect on what they do. So the first thing to do with the girl child is try and understand whoever is before you. What is the nature of the situation around my daughter? There are situations that you need to keep to yourself, maybe until a certain time when you feel you also need to share or to seek advice from another person. These girls at one moment, though we are administrators, they expect you to handle them like a mother.
Certainty. Yeah.
You
Yes.
have to balance actually.
Yes.
Here you are an administrator, but this is a situation where needs you mainly as a mother. And you have now to balance your skills to fit in the situation now. Now you have to go down and talk to like a mother. And they need to be
You put aside being a teacher.
yes. So that they can trust in you, they can confide in you, and they can feel they are safe with you.
Okay.
So this is balancing of things. Now you are no longer a teacher, but purely mother. Now you are no longer a teacher, but maybe an elder sister to this girl who is talking to you. So that you are able to help them to handle their emotional and academic issues, all the issues they have. They are so delicate. When they're emotionally perturbed, they will not study, they will dodge the lessons, they can do all funny things, by the way. A girl who you had never known somebody as, being able to abuse, they begin abusing each other,
Yes.
attacking each other. But from time to time, the Lord has enabled us. We try to help them and we move on from one term to another, from one year to another.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. As I told you before, that discipline is key, and that was the staff member here at St. Joseph Girls in charge of discipline for these girls. Stay tuned. Our focus today was celebrating women. As you've heard it all, women play a crucial role in shaping the world. I will see you in the next edition. I remain Jamel Nachiranda. Bye-bye.